Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just so you know, everything that you see here is for entertainment purposes. Nothing here is financial advice, and take everything at your own risk. This is my Sunday outlook, and we're going to be looking at the charts for the week. We're going to start with the dollar. So we can see the dollar got straight into here with a bit of supply, shy of 100. So what I'm looking for this week, we're probably going to see price come back into, let me just grab this, looking for price to come back here into this demand and continue rallying. That's what I'm looking for the dollar this week. Nothing is guaranteed, but that's what I'm looking for the dollar this week. So let's see how that plays out. We're going to go down to GU. So on GU still have a lot more downside, so can go all the way here down to the bottom here where these yellow lines are. So if we want to see dollar give a pullback and then continue going higher, we're looking for GU to come back in here and keep going lower. So this is my zone that I'm looking for GU to come back into and then continue dropping. If you want, you could take that zone. So I'll also mark this one in here, this smaller one in here, this tighter one, but I don't want to risk it. As I say, I'm not looking for any sniper entries. I'm just making sure I covered the lows, and I'm looking for the trade to get back into in here and continue dropping. And that's for GU. For EU, this is what I'm looking at for EU. So I have two zone mark out. So my entry is here. I'm looking for my entry here, but I'm marked out here to see if price would go that deep also. But then before I enter this trade, I won't set any limit order or anything. I'm gonna watch the dollar. So I'm gonna watch the dollar, see where price is at, see where we are, see when we get here, what does EU look like over here, and then I will take the trade. But if I'm busy, I will just set a limit order at the bottom here, at the bottom one. So that's what I'll do. I'll set a limit order at the bottom one. For AU, most of you should be in this trade if you're in. So stops at break even. If I get taken out, it is what it is. I'm already in. So yeah, nothing here. See, running trade. If you watch my last few videos, you should be in this trade, and I will show you something similar here on the next chart. So you should be in this trade. If not, an opportunity might be coming again for you to get into this trade. So let's see what happens. NZD, NZD, that's what I'm looking. Price push back in here and continue dropping. AU and NZD are not my favorite at the moment, and the reason why they're not my favorite, like the pushback up looks a bit, the move looks small compared to what the dollar needs to drop to, and the fear what I'm having is if it may run and take out these and come back into this zone here. This is what I'm worried about. So I'm worried that it probably runs and come back into this zone. So I don't favor NZD at the moment. I don't like it, so I'm probably gonna avoid it at the moment. I'm already in AU. I'm break even, so I could take more trades at the moment. Less risk on the table. We're gonna go to USDJPY. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the USDJPY to come back into this. Well, it came back here. We caught it from here and rally. So now we're looking for price to come back here and continue rallying. So cover your lows. Yes, you may be limited on the hours you get, but for me, So I'll cover my low, drop to the 12, see if I can see anything on the inside that, you know, like a smaller zone, smaller demand zone. At the moment, I'm not seeing anything at the moment, so I would say keep it where it are. Could probably move your stops to here. Let me just remove this. Just remove these. So you could probably bring stops here at this last and sell candle if you want to save on some risk, or just keep it here to be safe, just to be safe. So price coming from here down to here and continue running. But this would be based on JPY, so I'm looking at JPY. So let's see here to here. So I'm looking for price to come. So here, so that's what I would be looking for this week coming. So something like this. Remember, cover your stops at the high, and that's what I'll be looking for. So I won't enter this trade till the futures get back up into this zone. So I won't enter till it gets back there. Then once price moves back into this zone up here, then I will enter on the CFD. So I always wait for the futures. So always wait for price to move into my zone on the futures, then I will enter on the CFD. But all this gonna be tied to the dollar while still monitoring the dollar also. Yes, I'm in this. This is a bit of a risky trade. It was just but I could get like a 3% out of it. Once I hit 3 hours in this, I'll just come out of that trade. I won't even wait, and then I'll wait for the buy, but then go over here. We're waiting on the high to the low, and we're waiting for price to come back in here. So then once price come back in there, then I will take that trade. Only then I will enter my long here. So I'll be waiting on that, so no rush on that. Also for the Swiss franc, if you want to get in, let's say from here, yeah, so this is the zone you should be looking at. So to get into this trade, this is the zone you should be looking at here. Yes, it could run a bit deeper, but safe than sorry. We're covering the low, entry, continue dropping, and we're just gonna tie this in with the dollar also, and wait for that nice sell off. So price move back in, and out of all these trades, my favorites are still the GU, as the GU is really weak at the moment, and the EU. Those are the trades I'm looking at. We took out that low, pushback. I like this break, retest, continue dropping, break, retest, continue dropping. So if I had to pick, I would be picking EU and GU at the moment for the Forex side of things. Let's move across to the indices. Right, for gold, we've been seeing some weakness on gold, and this could be a potential entry here. Let me go back on the daily. This could be a potential entry, and this is why I was saying that it's something similar to, yeah, we're gonna go back to AU. This is something similar. Notice, so we drop, pull back, so drop, base, drop, price move back in, and continue drop. That's what is sort of setting up here. So drop, base, drop, come back to the base, and continue dropping. So this is what I would be looking at on gold. I'll be looking at this for gold. For the metal traders out there, this might be a nice short here. And yeah, you could hold it. You could take profits at the low. You could hold it. It's down to you and how you manage your trades. If you want to be safe, just wait till the low here. Or continue. Let's go on the weekly, see where the next demand is not till down here. So if you're strong like that, you could hold it till down here. That's on you. You could hold it till here if you're strong like that. But if that trade plays out, it'll be a nice trade. So back in here and hold it out as it trickle down and you move stops where you need to. US S&P. This is what I'm looking at. I don't know if I'm gonna touch this as yet. So I'm waiting to push up. Came back into this little zone, move off. Most of them are showing the same thing. The Russell, if you followed me, you should be in this trade also. What I would do as it get to a 1-to-1, I would move stop to break even. Because looking at the futures, I could see they're taking a hit and dropping a bit lower. So I think the Russell may just start falling also. It may start doing its own thing, but it's very unlikely for that to happen. US 100, there's NASDAQ, sorry. Probably into here. And if that zone don't hold, then we gotta wait here. But as we say, we're gonna take it one step at a time. We would look at the arrival as the candle moves into in here. Then we'll decide if we're taking a trade or not. Dow 2, we got this zone here, and I mark this one down here. And the reason for that is the weekly. So I'll mark it on the weekly. Zone on the weekly, daily, try to 12, let's see, and we got this little zone in here. Looks a bit clustered there. So if you notice now, we got this little zone in here. Look at this. Look at this nice push leg out candle. So if you want, you could get in here. I would advise I always go for the lower zone. So if it comes to the higher zone and then continue rallying, oh well, I missed it. But I prefer the lower zone just to be safe, because at times when I take the higher zone and then price just continue moving, so price just, rather than staying there, just come straight through here, then move away. So I would prefer this zone. That's just what I prefer, but it's you if you want to take a shot here and or wait till here. But you can check it with seasonality and see what happens. But I probably gonna wait till here. Right, the FTSE. This is what I'm looking at. So I went to the weekly. This is all I do. Weekly. See where price could pull back to. So this is my wider version. Up to the daily, and I would like to see price come into here. I'd like to see price push right here, cover my lows, and continue moving higher. That's for my FTSE. German 30, I didn't get stopped out somehow. I don't know why, but let's see. German 40, the 40, yes, I got stopped out. Unfortunately, it happens. We will look at it as the week starts. When the market open, we'll look at it, see what's going on, see where price is actually trying to go. I don't know if price is trying to reach back to this area here or even lower, because the indices move in the same direction, so you gotta be so careful. Coffee, I'm looking for coffee to pull back here and short it. So I've got an alert here, so I'm gonna wait I'm patient and I will short coffee. Copper, also we looked at copper. So weekly, I was looking at this zone here. So I was looking at this right here, but I don't trust this. As I say, I prefer the lower zone, these middle zone most time. When price are here coming to these, when you got two zone, I notice sometimes price 9 out of 10 price run through it and go to the bottom one. So excuse me, I'll wait for price to come back here. If it comes here and then move up, so if it comes here and move, I'm okay with that, but I would prefer take it from here going back to here. That suits me better. So pick your poison, what works for you. So prefer down here than back here. And yeah, that's all I have for the upcoming week. So thank you for joining me again. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a safe trading week.